All right, it says we are live. If you could not have guessed, the DJI mic that I had fixed is broken again. Good thing there's two of them in the case, but do not buy DJI. This shit is garbage. But on a positive note, let's get back into some reviews of some stuff. Been away for a few days working on the website. I will show you guys that real quick if you guys are looking for some interesting stories. I posted a lot of my field reports on there, just kind of going over my journey. Hopefully it'll help you guys. Let's see. Yeah. So I got a bunch of field reports, dates, online dating, stuff like that. Trip from Colombia, a lot of field reports. I'll add more of those as I go out. But my night the other day, doing 8 approaches, going out sober, stuff like that. So hopefully that'll be helpful for you. A lot of date escalation stuff in here. Starting to put in the 60-day challenge that I did in Brisbane. Had some good results to start the challenge for sure. But yeah, you can see, I mean, here there was one where I'm like getting my trip to Colombia, how that kind of changed my life, where it kind of made me realize I could leave the country and do some cool stuff. I start building abundance in Mexico and kind of see how online dating is great. Like I was getting dates, but it was not fulfilling me. I wasn't meeting the kind of girls I necessarily wanted. So check that out, johnnykenthammer.com. Yeah, I've been away for a while. Kind of felt some resistance. I was actually getting my DTV set up yesterday for Thailand. I'm going to go to Bangkok June 1st, get that sorted out, have a place to have a home base for a little bit, build up my skills, build up the business, do all that stuff. But I found some good stuff on Reddit, so I thought we would go through this. Saw this. This guy's 44, dating again. So he's just got out of a breakup or something. He's just back into the dating scene, and he wants to know when to settle. So to me, this is already kind of off to a bad start. Like he's already wondering, like, when do you settle? Do you date for 6 months and then you just find somebody? Blah blah blah. And I can see why he says that. He's in a semi-rural area, a town of about 40,000 people. Dating is tough. There are single people, but the pool is pretty small. So he is already off to a terrible start. Like the dating pool is small, and when you have that little volume, abundance, whatever, like you're gonna have to settle. Like that kind of how it goes. And this is how it was in Wisconsin. The town I was in was 50,000 people. Yeah, I got divorced at 34, so probably a little bit more options, but still nothing great. Most people, if you're from a small town like this in the Midwest, from what I know, I don't know other small towns around the world or whatever, but like most of the people get together in college, in high school. They don't want to lose, the dating pool is small, so you don't want to lose the one girl that you have. So you kind of just make that work for as long as you can. And then, say, in my situation, when you get divorced at 34, you're now, I can't tell if this shares the screen while I'm doing it. But yeah, so now you're divorced. You don't have a lot of options. This guy's 44, so he's got even less options than I did at 34. That doesn't mean that it's hopeless, but I would, first suggestion is move out of your small town if you want to actually find the right fit for you. The odds of finding the exact right person for you where you're not settling is going to be very small in a town of 40,000 people. Plus, in a small town of that, you're not going to be able to go through and get enough dating volume practice, social skills practice to really make yourself grow into the kind of man that's going to attract the exact kind of women that you want. So about a year and a half ago, he ended a 6-year relationship. So it's been about a year and a half, it sounds like. Basically, married, owned a house, sold the house separate ways. I saved a little, moved money, so I've been in an apartment in my job. My life feels much smaller now, but I'm okay and paying my bills. So it sounds like he hasn't met anybody in a year and a half, I'm guessing. Oh, okay, never mind. Sounds like he started dating again. Maybe women was kind and thoughtful. Honestly, she may be one of the kindest people I dated, but I don't feel wowed by her. So that's basically like what I'm talking about. In a town of 40,000 people, you're just with a girl that's good enough. She's a good person. yeah, I like spending some time with her. Probably don't want to be around her all the time. Um, and because of his age, I'm guessing he thinks he's too old to really go out and meet new people and do all this stuff. So I just thought this was interesting. I'm sure a lot of us can relate to this. I know I can for sure. I thought at 34 I was too old and all this stuff, but luckily I knew like a town of 40, 50,000 people was never going to give me the abundance or the options of even finding somebody close to the right person. I don't know how he met this girl, but for me, and if I stayed in Wisconsin, dating apps, you're not going to meet the best quality. You're just not going to meet the hottest girls that you want. And I didn't have social skills at the time. So if I was going to meet somebody, it was going to have to be at the bars. And the kind of person that I'm going to meet at the bar, she's going to be drinking. All the guys there are also drinking. Like all the guys go to the bars because that's the only place that they can go to meet women. So, in your 40s beyond, how do you know what's right for you? So, I mean, this guy kind of already knows she's not right for him, though. He's not wowed by her. He's basically going to settle with her because there's no other option. So, if this is very important to him, I would say you have to move out of your small town. Figure out ways to get to the bigger city. With online dating, you can maybe set your location somewhere, try to match with a bunch of girls, and then go visit there, have some dates, see if it's the right fit for you. But the way this is going, when you settle, you're going to end up in a relationship that you're not very happy with. You're not the best version of yourself because you don't have to try as hard. You're just settling, so you don't really care. And then it's going to lead to relationship issues down the line. So this is, I think, where a lot of guys get into, especially out of a marriage. It's very easy for a guy to go through a shitty marriage, be 30, 40, 50, think that he's not going to find anybody new. And then he settles for somebody. And then he's in that exact same situation, dates this girl for 6 years, not wowed, basically married. It doesn't work. Now you just lost 6 years of time. You could have been dating other people or building yourself up, building a business, doing a whole bunch of other shit. So I can see where this trap is going to lead because he doesn't have abundance. He's probably, I guess I don't know the relationship. I don't want to assume anything on that, but I think it really, I think, I don't know. Maybe you guys can relate to this. I could definitely see how I would have been like this as well. Because when you don't have abundance, you don't want to lose what you do have. And then you become needy and then you lead into scarcity. And then, it doesn't lead into a relationship that you want. You're settling. You don't want to give your best effort for somebody you're just settling with. Like, why the fuck should I try so hard? That's kind of how I, like, thinking about it now. Has probably had some of in the back of my mind when I was married. Like, yeah, there's a lot of red flags. You aren't that fun to hang out with a lot of the times. Why should I try harder? I'd rather just play my video games and you go do your thing. And then when it ends, then you realize like, oh shit, well, of course it ended. I was being lazy and kind of dumb or worthless. So, yeah, that's, I just wanted to point that out. Maybe that kind of resonates with some guys that might see this. All right, we'll share the screen again. Yeah, I guess if I share the screen, it just shows the screen and not me. Let's see. What else do we got? Let's see. This guy, I wanted to do these profile reviews. I made that video last week. Hopefully this kind of just shows some of the stuff, like ways it can improve. So his first picture is not like terrible, but it's immediately just a selfie with a dog. Like the dog just looks like a normal dog. Doesn't look like anything cool. It's already off to that start of you're taking selfies. I would never have voice prompts that are self-deprecating. I don't know what kind of woman you're planning to attract with that. So it's already not a great start. If she listens to that, it could be immediately turned off. And then selfie's not terrible. At least we can see what he looks like. But I would avoid selfies. Like put your best effort, get as good of a first picture as you can. Because even though it looks decent, some girls might be just turned off by a selfie right away. Like why miss out on any potential matches? Yeah, the prompts were, like I said, pictures are more important. Prompts are definitely important, but I'm not going to go through and critique prompts if your photos suck. Yeah, second photo, sunglasses, kind of an awkward smile, not very anything. It doesn't almost make sense. Like you're at this beach, but you're in like a like you just got done with work. It almost looks like you're on your lunch break. Third photo, it looks like he's shorter than all these guys. He's kind of like looking at them like he's looking for their approval. This is just my thoughts on it. So I'm thinking in the first three photos, you're going to lose out on a lot of potential matches. I think the second one for sure, like it's not a very good photo. It's got shadows over your face. The style doesn't necessarily match the background. You're wearing sunglasses. It's like you can tell this is just like a one shot photo and you're done. First photo, I think, is fine, I guess. I think it could be improved. This selfie, which is like a drink with a receipt on it. I don't know. Nothing spectacular. And then another selfie, and then a bunch of people, and we can't see who you are. Like, so there's definitely some improvements to make. Like, if he's lacking likes, this is just my feedback. These are the things that I would do to get more likes. I would, based off these photos, I guess I would keep the dog one first, but I would look to have. I'm here. I'll just show you my. Like, there's just such a difference when it looks like somebody else took the photo compared to just a selfie. Like you can smile. It looks. Are all these photos? Oh, this website. I'll have to get this fixed. Oh, there it goes. It's loading slowly. Anyways, we'll go back. But like there is a difference. The dog looks cuter when it's not a selfie. And then the sunglasses, the second photo, get rid of that. Yeah, I would say there's quite a bit of work to do to improve this. Too many selfies. Yeah, that's my thoughts on that. Let's see. Is there anybody in here? Any questions? No. All right, cool. This I saw because this guy thought he was doing very well. Like, there's a lot of banter and stuff going back and forth, which I think a lot of guys think is like, oh, I'm making a lot of progress. She's interested in meeting up with me. First thing I saw was feeling a bit down, and then I saw that smile. Girls probably don't want to meet up with a guy who's depressed or down. Like, if you feel that way, understandable. We all feel that way, but like, what do you want? Pity from the girl? I just personally would not say that. But she responded, so there you go. But then you can just see like there's just so much back and forth banter and not ever like teasing or leading it up to the date. So he says, I'm pretty sure you will live up to whatever. What's your poison? Is that a glass of whiskey? So he's talking about what's in her picture. I guess it's engaging enough. She wants to respond. Vodka Coke. That sounds vodka Coke sounds crazy. I never had that before. Yeah, it depends on the whiskey. Vodka, then pair with cranberry, usually pair with orange juice, whatever. And then he talks about tequila, and then yeah, still talking about tequila, and then talking about mezcal, and then talking about more drinks. So, like, how many texts is this now? I'll just count this as one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 texts, all about drinking and not anything like leading to the date, not anything teasing or really playful. Doesn't really, like, it's just back and forth. Girls have shit to do. You should have shit to do. You shouldn't have time to do all this stuff. So, like, it seems like he is doing well. And then he says, how about learning my phone number? And says, damn, that was really smooth. And then he just gives her a phone number and never hears anything back. It's like, yeah, she says that was smooth, but she never agreed to meet up with you. You never gave her a reason to meet up with you. All you did was talk about drinking, that you like tequila, she likes whiskey or vodka or whatever the fucking conversation is about. But like, what incentive is her to go out on a date with you over the 10 other guys she's messaging? Like maybe they're actually like teasing her or being fun and suggesting a date. Like he didn't even suggest a date. He just gave her a number. Like why does she need your number? You guys gonna go on a date? You gonna go do something fun? Do you have interesting hobbies together? Like there's just nothing here. So I thought this was just interesting because you could see like you would, if you're in the situation, you might think, yes, I'm doing very well. She keeps responding. There's good back and forth, but it's going to lead to ghosting at some point because there's just no substance. Like there's nothing holding it together. Oh, that's great. Yeah. Hopefully I can live up to it. So she's already like, hopefully I can live up to it. Like you could see the date here. Like, oh yeah, hopefully you better be able to, hopefully you can keep up with me on our adventure to do whatever. I don't know, just off the top of my head. But like she's giving you an opportunity to lead it to a date. She's already said, I hope I can live up to it. Yes, I hope you can too while we're in this location. Instead, it goes towards let's talk about your photos. This doesn't help you get it anywhere. Like maybe he could have said, oh, that's a drink. Depends on whiskey. You're a vodka girl. Do you pair with cranberry? Like, who gives a shit? Tease her about being a vodka Coke girl. Like you're a fucking maniac. Who drinks vodka and Coke? You crazy, crazy lady. I sure hope you're not like this on our date. And then you can start seeding it to a date. So just hopefully you guys can just kind of see like it does seem like he's doing very well. She is engaging. But out of 5 more texts, it's never even getting close to a meetup. Like, oh, let's get together doing this. She's given him plenty of opportunities. Here, suggest, oh, tease about what she'll be like in a meetup. Here, tease about what she'll be like in a meetup. Vodka Coke, you better not drink that on our date. That's crazy. Prefer cranberry and orange. It's like, okay, here, who gives a shit what she prefers? Cranberry or orange juice, whatever. And then talks about, I used to be a connoisseur of tequila. Now she's just trying to get something going, I guess. Like she's still interested. And then, yep, still talking about tequila. I see, you say, and then you just some random statement, and then something new. I'm always down to learn something new. So he gave her like an opportunity, but like he didn't ever seed any plans. Like, of course, it's not surprising that she ghosted. She was super interested, and she keeps responding. So it's a good sign. Maybe you could get it, fix it, and give it back. But I just kind of wanted to illustrate, like, guys will think like they're doing so well. Like she's messaged me back 8 times, and then she just ghosts. She didn't just ghost out of nowhere. She ghosted because you had several opportunities to lead this to a date. Girls want to go on dates. They don't want to text endlessly. This is very friend zone-ish. Like she's going to meet you and you guys are going to talk about drinks on the date. You're going to talk about, I don't fucking know what you're going to talk about, but that hopefully that just kind of illustrates, like, I guess the mindset I have is like, how can I get this to the date? The end goal is a date. The end goal on the app is to get the number from because you're planning on a date. So within the first text, I'm already thinking like, hopefully I can live up to it immediately. Like, yep, okay, we're seeding this towards a date. I'm mentioning future projections. Yes, I hope you can live up to it while we're having drinks or whatever. And then again, with the vodka Coke, you can easily bring this into like, okay, I hope you're not crazy on our date. But yeah, that's some texting help. Hopefully that helps you guys if that's the way that you've been texting. I know it can be a struggle of like knowing what to do. So let me know if I can help you with that. But I guess I'd have all this in my Siren framework too. I have like 40 examples of how I'm going from opening to a phone number within 5 to 7 texts. I'm not sending messages about what's in her profile. I'm not sending messages about what kind of drink she likes. Don't need any of that. Here's the dog photo though. Like, because it's not a selfie, like it just makes it look so much better. I've had a lot of compliments on this one because the dog's playful. I'm smiling. Now, granted, this didn't take just one photo. I had the girl I was with take tons and tons of photos so I could get one very good one. But it's just a lot more natural. I'm actually like in the moment smiling. It's not a canned smile. The dog's licking me, so I'm having fun. So go to an event, get a photo like this. Have a friend take you to puppy yoga, get some photos together, do a photo shoot. You can do this all with an iPhone. Yeah, that's that guy. Anybody in here? Any questions? Nope. Okay, get back to it. Let's see. What else did I find? Okay, yeah, this was another one I saw. So I want you to just notice how much effort he put into this and ask yourself, does this seem like a guy that gets a lot of dates with women? Always ends up with 50 likes within a few days of making an account. He told me my profile was guy funny, not girl funny. I've shown this to several female friends who thought it was hilarious. It's the funniest profile they ever seen. They can't argue with the results. Like, girls will tell you it's funny. Like, yeah, sure, it's funny, but like, does this guy seem like a guy that has abundance? Does this guy seem like a guy that would be fun to be out on a date with? Like, he's selling himself to this girl. She should be selling herself to you. Like, you're a high value guy. You're doing a bunch of good stuff. You have options. She should be excited to meet up with you. But I guess for me personally, like when I see this, it just looks like he's trying to sell himself to any girl. Like, this is why any girl should date me. It's like, well, why should I date a girl specifically? Why is she going to fit into my life? Do you see this? Why you should go on a date with me? The first picture is kind of cropped, so it's already like not a great photo. I think a lot of girls are probably like, fuck this. Why should I go on a date with you? Like, this seems like homework. That's my thoughts. I don't know what girls actually think about it, but if you're a woman and you see this video at all, let me know in the comments what you think about this. Like, would you keep going? Would you think this was fun? Like, the first photo he looks good, but you can tell it's cropped. He's with somebody else. I don't care about that. And then, like, he's just selling himself, plays ice hockey. It's just like a list of stuff he's done. Like, not that interesting. We still don't even know what he looks like in here. Like, who cares? Like, look at all the effort he put into this rather than just going and talking to girls or building a business or doing something. Like, it just looks like it's so much effort. And then like, it's so much to read too. And it's not even the best photos. Yeah, this looks like another cropped out photo. Talking about how he's knows useless knowledge. Sweet nothing about you. Napoleon, like, just very nerdy and not. I don't know. I guess I'd have to ask women about it, but I don't see why women would want to read this entire thing, like trying to sell him why they should date him. And then this whole thing at the end too, like Star Wars opinions, does not like all this stuff. Like, it's just always trying to sell himself. And girls don't want a guy that has to sell themselves to them. They want a guy that they're proud of, that they respect. Does this seem like a guy that they would respect or a guy that they would pity and be like, yeah, she's choosing him at this point? Like, that's kind of what it is. Like, he's selling himself to her for her to choose him. And then, here, like, quotes from his mom, his sister, and some 8-year-old. Like, it's not even showing that he has women in his life that are excited to be around him. So, my opinion, I would ditch this whole thing. Just get quality photos. You don't even need to have great girls care more about what you look like on a dating app. You can sell all this shit on the date if you want. Like, make it fun, playful. But this is just overloaded. Like, it's talking about just negative stuff that you don't probably like, self-deprecating stuff. It's just not putting you in a good start. He's a good looking dude too. Like, he should be able to get plenty of matches without having to sell himself. Like, just having good photos, girls will want to meet up with you. So definitely some improvements that could be made there. This one, this I wanted to show because I guess I don't know like what photo he would use first, but like, he's a good looking dude, but like, this is just, you can tell this is kind of a staged photo, just a regular old sweatshirt. Doesn't make him stand out in any way. This photo, we can't see what he looks like, but not terrible. Like, if he's actually going to go surfing, this, you can tell this is staged. So it looks like he has no friends. This, you can't see his face. not the most interesting photo. Bunch of dicks. Selfie again. Selfie again. Selfie again. And then he looks like the outsider in this group. Like he's tall, good-looking dude. Like this kind of guy you would think would get girls all the time, but like he looks like he's outside the group. He's got his hands in his pocket. He looks socially awkward. And then all these photos, like selfies, looks like he doesn't have any friends. So these are like this one I just wanted to show. Like you would see this guy down the street and you'd be like, oh, that guy's tall, he's got long hair, he's good looking, probably gets tons of girls. And then you see the way he presents himself online and it doesn't make sense. Like you have all these selfies, doesn't look like you have many friends. Let's see what his sort of builds. Yeah, his profile doesn't work at all. For example, 50 match. Yeah, I mean, you just need more candid photos. These are all selfies, and it just makes it look like you don't have friends, you don't have a life outside of books, and you're socially awkward because you're on the outside of the group. So easy fixes, like this dude would fucking crush it on dating apps with some good profile pictures. I guarantee it. Yeah, he's tall, good looking, handsome. Yeah, this dude should be crushing it. This one is another one I thought was really good too, because you'll see his photos and be like, damn, that's a good looking dude. He's got some quality photos. But you see the very first photo, and most girls are probably going to swipe left on this. Like he's 34 years old. He's got pizza on his shirt. He's got a normal blue jacket, and it's like shadowy. It looks like he's outside his mom's house. Like you see the rest of his photos, he could get more matches, but like this first one just like reduces your odds of getting girls to see your profile by like 50%. So just changing his first photo could be hugely impactful. Like most girls will see this, but like, yeah, he's got pizza on his shirt. He's 34 years old. It looks like he's living outside his mom's house. And then you see this next photo. You're like, oh, it's got a good photo. He's running the dog. Someone took the photo. Good lighting. You can see his face. This one I would get rid of because you don't want, well, even if it doesn't have the smiley face there, I don't think it's the best photos to just have that, but that's not going to hurt him so much. This one could be better, but girls love horses, like horse riding, so not terrible. This I would definitely improve on, but like he's a good looking dude. Like a selfie against a blank wall that doesn't scream you should match with me over all the other guys that she's talking to. And then this one's not bad. Like he's got a good background, shows he travels, smile on his face. Somebody took the photo of him. But like you can see how good looking he can be. Like this running photo is really good. He looks good. His dog is running with him. He's in good shape. And then he puts forth like photos like this, or his very first photo. Like just, I guess the whole point of this one is just to see how one or two bad photos can just destroy your matches. Like this first one, he's just losing probably 50% of girls immediately. They're probably just swiping left. Like a girl who's in her 30s, even her 20s, like a girl who wants to be around a guy who looks, like he's got his shit together, especially a 34-year-old guy. She doesn't want to see you outside your parents' house in a pizza shirt. She doesn't want to see you taking a selfie against a blank wall. Like you have one travel photo. Okay, that's good. Move that closer up. And then get rid of the selfies. And like he talks about how he traveled and did all this stuff. Show some fucking pictures of it. Don't just tell us this. You say you did all this adventurous stuff, but then you put forth a picture like this. And then you put forth this thing. Like this doesn't scream of a guy who's adventurous. So those are my thoughts on those profiles. Hopefully that just kind of shows you how impactful your first photo is and how it can destroy your matches. It can make or break you. Yeah, that's kind of all I had today. It doesn't look like anyone is here today. I got a late start. It's like 2 a.m. everywhere. Hopefully this was educational for you guys. I'll get back into posting more content. I got my DTV visa submitted for Thailand. Gonna do that on the 1st of June. I'll be in India next week. Make some more videos, get back into it, get back into the day game. Yeah, that's it for now. I'll talk to you later. Peace.